to high. So it's again, it's can again. So today we're gonna do some Qigong. So Qigong is breath work or energy work, Qi universal life force, Gong work. Okay, so we'll go through our checklist. So you can stand in a comfortable stance. It doesn't have to be exactly shoulder width. I see some people doing it this in quite a narrow stance here. Some doing it in quite a wide, like almost horse riding stance. Just a natural standing stance. You can have the feet parallel to each other. Same distance between the inside of the toes, the heels, and the knees. Bending the knees. Head as if suspended from above. Imagine you have a long ponytail on the top of the head, tied up to the heavens, to the ceiling. Pelvic area is tilted forwards. Feels like it's hanging down from that suspension from above. Really feel like you're pushing the sacrum area forward. Push the sacrum area forward, but relaxing the head. Just trying to flatten the lower back. Fill the lower back. Breathing into the belly. Tongue is on the roof of the mouth as you go through this, progress through this set of Qigong. We're going to do the Fragrant Qigong, often called the Fragrant Buddha Qigong, but the Fragrant Qigong. Okay, so the hands, they're neither outstretched or totally relaxed, kind of in the middle there. This often called a fair lady's hands in Tai Chi. Have the feelings of the ears being pulled back, pull the neck against the collar of a shirt, lifting, feeling the head, sink the chest around the upper back. Feel like you're sitting down into the posture, like you're sitting down onto a high stool. So where the top of the legs meet the buttocks, you have a groove called the gluteal sulcus. Feel like you're sitting down onto a high stool. Breathing in through the nose, if you can, of course. Breathing in through the nose to the lower abdomen. Really feel as if you're breathing into the area that's about 3 fingers below the belly button and in the center. Okay, bring your hands up. So your palms are facing in towards each other. You have these acupressure points in the center hands called the Lao Gong point. You're pointing these towards each other. So this set of movements is mainly arms, okay? This is the first set in the Fragrant Qigong. There is a second set, which you focus more on the rest of the body. But nice and relaxed, you're not really moving from the waist, from the hips, or you can't move from the waist, but the lower half of the body stays pretty still, not rigid stillness, relaxed stillness. Okay, palms face towards each other. Breathing, pull the hands up. Breathing in, push them back together. You could feel as if you're breathing into that space in between your hands, or just feel yourself breathing into that ball and belly. Feel that inflating. Really, and it's natural breathing. You're not forcing the breath. Natural breathing. Breathing into that ball in the belly. Breathing into that ball in the belly. Feel it inflating, pushing forwards, backwards, to the sides, up and down. So really feel yourself breathing into the belly, breathing into the lower back. Nice activation of the diaphragm, the pelvic floor as you breathe in. So I did a previous video on the Fragrant Qigong or Fragrant Buddha Qigong, which I did quite slowly. I think this is the prescribed speed to do this. Relaxed, but it's quite fast. It will get you quite warm doing this. Breathing in. Or don't force this. It's not nice, relaxed breathing. So you could breathe in and breathe out. Just let the breath take a natural course as you go through this set. This is opening, already connecting with the breath. And bring the palms together and breathing in. So this is the dragon wags his tail. Nice and relaxed, relax the shoulders, sitting down to the posture. So this is a happy dragon wagging its tail. Wagging its tail. The Chinese dragon, snake-like body, the scales of a carp of a fish, and it has kind of the tail of a fish as well, or kind of like a fish. So this is a happy dragon wagging its tail, like a dog wagging its tail. Nice and relaxed, sink the chest, round the back. You can have that feeling as if you're pulling your belly to your back from your inside, pushing the sacrum forward. And I don't tend to count the repetitions I do of my sets in Qigong. If you do like to count them, multiples of 3 are very good. 3, 6, 9, 12, 36 is a very good one in Qigong. Dragon, golden dragon wags his tail. Change. So this is the phoenix. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice, relaxed breath. Keeping nice and upright. Tongue move the mouth. Sacrums push forwards. Sitting down. Very old, well no, it's quite a young set of Qigong. Look, some say this goes back hundreds and hundreds of years, but it was only released to the general public in the 1960s. Some grandiose claims about this set of Qigong. The guy who released it into the world I said, it can apparently cure things like leprosy, deafness, sight problems, some grandiose claims. And the Fragrant Qigong, it said if you practice it regularly, it makes you smell nice. I think there was some fakery back in the 1960s when this was released on the public. People put in I think it was sandalwood incense into their air conditioning to make people believe it. All of a sudden, it started to smell like it. Okay, down. Okay, so this is the Chinese character 8 drifting fragrance. So you're making kind of like a kind of the Chinese symbol for, well, number 8 is kind of these two lines going out to the sides like this. So you're making like an 8 symbol. Chinese character 8, kind of like an infinity sign. In 8 is a very auspicious number in Chinese because it's like you've got half of infinity sign, and no infinity sign goes all the way around. You're half like an infinity sign. So very auspicious, very lucky number in Chinese. Sitting down, relax the hips. Make sure you're not tensing up in the hips, or the qua, as we call it in Chinese medicine and Tai Chi and Qigong. You're not locking out the qua, the hips, pushing the sacrum forwards. This helps to fill the lower back and open up an acupressure point in the lower back called the Mung Mid, the gate of your faith. Sink the chest around the back, opens up the gate in between the shoulder blades, and head as if suspended above. Feel like the ears being pulled back, pull the neck against the collar, that lifting feeling. The head opens up the gate at the base of the skull, the G. Okay, change. Touch the middle fingers to the temples. Touching the middle fingers to the temples. I really feel like you're inhaling your favourite fragrance here. With flowers, perfume, aftershave, food, the smell of a summer's day, the smell of a freshly cut lawn. Imagine you're inhaling your favourite smell here. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, palms face towards each other, from side to side. The lotus leaf swaying in a breeze. So I have done, did I say I've already done a film of this a year or so ago. And the way that I tend to, when I teach in class, the way I do it for relaxation. And this is the prescribed speed to be doing it. This is a lotus leaf swaying in a breeze. You can imagine a breeze blowing a bush, a flower from side to side. And swaying in the breeze. And then relax the hips. Make sure you're not tensing up in the hips, pushing the sacrum forward. Make sure the sacrum and the tailbone aren't kinking backwards. Your arms over to the left side, up, turning the universe to your right, so you can mirror me here. Again, just coming from the arms. For those of you from a Tai Chi background, they'll struggle doing this with just the arms. When I do tend to teach in a Tai Chi class, I tend to put the whole body into the movement, like you would if you were doing a Tai Chi form. This is just arms. Really good for strength. Again, I don't tend to count how many times I do things. Until they feel right. I don't tend to count how many repetitions I do of each set. I just do them until they feel right. Go one way and the other way. Turn the universe to your left. Is that right? Oxymoron there. Turn to your left so you can mirror me here. Turning the universe. We'll get you quite warm. This one might get your breath up, so make sure you're breathing nice and deeply. Not forcing the breath. Make sure you're not breathing into the chest, breathing into the lower abdomen, diaphragmatic breathing. Arms out in front of you, in and out. You can put the breath, breathing in, breathing out. This is rowing the scow, rowing the boat, like you're taking a paddle in a rowing boat across a lake here, which is a perfectly still lake. You can feel the resistance of the oars in the water. Just taking this paddle across this lake. Breathing in, make the hands into hollow fists. Breathing out, open up the hands. Keeping a good posture, tongue and roof of the mouth, head as if suspended above, that pullback feeling with the ears, that lifting feeling with the head. You're not sticking your chest out. You're not hollowing the chest either, you're not hunching the upper back, just naturally rounding the upper back. Breathing into the belly and into the lower back, moving into that ball. Pushing the sacrum forwards. Relaxing the hips, softening the knees, relaxing the ankles. And then up, changing. Hands away from you. Hands away from you. This is often called the Buddhist wheel, turning constantly. Okay, so you're crossing the Lao Gong points and set the hands over each other. You can do this lower if you want. You can do it dancing height. You can do it higher. Do it at neck height. You can do it in the middle here. Okay. Palms face towards the floor. Out and in. Out and in. Good structure. This one's playing the stringed musical instrument. A guqin, I think it's called. Like a guitar that's laid on its back and played like this. So you can wiggle your fingers here if you want. Often, some people call this playing the piano. Quite odd shaped piano. Playing a stringed musical instrument. With both hands. Wiggling the fingers. Nice and upright, keep your good posture. Keep your intent, often called the mind, the yi, in your center. Area about 3 fingers below the belly button and in the center. You can look into the distance as if you're looking at something way in the distance. You're not being distracted by the things you have around you. You're aware of them, but not thinking about the things around you. Then the hands over, ladies left hand on top, gentleman right hand on top. Out. Yeah. So bowls going in separate directions. You can imagine you have a bowl in each hand, or what bowl in one hand and you're taking like a fish or something out of the bowl, serving. Again, Lao Gong points and the set of hands crossing at each other. So you can imagine you have bowls. You can have, in the past I've taught, imagine you have bowls of a precious liquid in the palms of the hand. You don't distill any of this precious liquid. Let's bring your attention to the Lao Gong points and the set of hands. Pushing the sacrum forwards, pulling the belly towards the back, breathing into the belly. Head as if suspended from above. Separating a pair of monk's bowls goes in separate directions. Pushing wind into your ears. So you can just hold the Lao Gong points over the ears. You can just hold them over the ears and give them a bit of a wave. With the hands a little like waving to the ears. Kind of not touching the head, but kind of cupping the hands over the ears, like you would if you're holding a conch shell to your ears. Listening to the sound of the sea. You don't have to coordinate the breath with these movements. You let the breath take a natural course, or you can breathe in and out. Make the hands into hollow fists, or kind of like these, like you're holding binoculars, and bring them over the eyes. Yeah, over the eyes. And you can glare, really look into the distance and close your eyes. Breathe in, glare, look into the distance, then bring your focus back to just in front of the face. Glare, look into the distance. Dazzling golden light. Just cross your hands over the dantian area. Ladies left hand on top, gentleman right hand on top. That's not chilled extent. This is just basic rudimentary balancing yin and yang energies. And just crossing here. Crossing here. So I'm bringing my legs and doing this bounce into it. Yeah, don't do the bounce, that's more of a Tai Chi into the martial arts. Crossing hands over the dantian systems. Balancing the energies in the dantian. In the past, I've done it like gathering chi energy and pushing to the dantian, so breathing in. But in the way I'm doing this set, today I'm just doing this one. Concentrate your mind, your awareness, your intent. So just think in the belly. Try not to think away from what you're doing here, but put the mind, that thinking mind, into the belly. If you don't understand that, I think it's just mumbo jumbo, kind of pondering. Ponder the idea of that. Bring palms together. Palms together. You can rest the thumbs onto the sternum, pointing things up towards the throat. You can close your eyes or look into the distance and just breathe in. Into the area in the belly, pushing the sacrum forwards, relaxing the hips, filling the lower back, breathing into that ball in the belly. Feel it expanding forwards, backwards, to the sides, up and down. Just relaxing, nice and upright, nice and centered. You can hold this for a few seconds or a few minutes. Pushing the hands out. Lower them down. Gradually make them into a hollow fist. Then breathing in, raise them up as high as the shoulders. Breathing in through the nose, then breathing out through the mouth, and lower the hands down and gradually spread the fingers out. Feel the air between the fingers, feel the arms floating down, hands floating down on the breath. And settle. Your hands, rub your hands, rub the belly, one way, and the other way, all the way around, up and down. Give the lower back a rub. Flex the hips, the increase. And anywhere you have any aches and pains, give them a bit of a rub. Go get yourself a drink of water, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.